What's going on, guys? Gonna be playing some Pokemon TCG Live today with my Ninjask Shedinja deck. I might be calling this guy the wrong name a lot, just a heads up. Shedinja is what I usually call it, so don't think it's pronounced that way though. But we're gonna be playing with Ninjask and Shedinja. If you haven't seen these two cards yet, they both came out of Mega Evolution, and they're pretty cool, and they work together like previous Ninjask and Shedinja cards. Ninjask has the ability Cast Off Shell that says once during your turn when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you may use this ability, search your deck for a Shedinja and put it onto your bench, then shuffle your deck. So you evolve this guy from Nincada, you get your Ninjask in play, then you get a free Shedinja in play. Now Shedinja has the ability Fragile Husk. If this Pokemon is knocked out by damage from an attack from your opponent's Pokemon EX, your opponent can't take any prize cards for it. I'm not sure, but I don't think Iron Hands takes any prizes even, because it says your opponent can't take any prize cards for it. So Iron Hands usually makes them take an extra prize, like this guy says prize cards plural anyways, and Iron Hands is a Pokemon EX, so I don't think your opponent takes any prizes period when they knock out this with an EX. Then Ninjask has the attack U-Turn. Just like the video game, it switches this Pokemon with your bench Pokemon, and it costs a grass and a colorless, does 90 damage, and we have free retreat with Ninjask. So we can hit with our Ninjask, send up Shedinja, our opponent knocks it out with their Pokemon EX, which most decks are Pokemon EXs, and they don't take any prize cards for it. Then we just hit again with Ninjask, send back up another Shedinja. Once we have a good amount of damage, or maybe even just one hit on our opponent, potentially with U-Turn, we can use Shedinja's attack Damage Beat. For Psychic Energy, it does 20 damage and then 20 more damage for each, well, it does 20 times each damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon. So if we hit them once with U-Turn, that's 180. That means we're totaling at 270, knocking out something like Ceruledge, easily knocking out basic EXs like Fezandipiti, Ogerpon, Raging Bolts. If we put on a Brave Bengal is a newish tool that says if the Pokemon this card is attached to doesn't have a rule box, the attacks it uses do 30 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon EX. That means we're hitting for 120 damage, which would mean our Shedinja is hitting for 240 damage. 240 plus 120 is 360, knocking out pretty much everything. Most stage 2s, I'm pretty sure all stage 2s, I guess Cynthia's Garchomp. No, that guy's weak to grass. Mega Pokemon, there might be some that can survive, like Mega Venusaur, but most of them even will be able to knock out with Shedinja's Damage Beats attack. I'll throw the full deck list up on the screen so you can see it. Pretty much the idea is very straightforward. I'm gonna be honest though, I've only tested this probably like 5 times, but I wanted to record because I wanted to upload a video tomorrow, and this sounded the most fun right now, so I figured what the heck. Definitely could be optimized and tested a lot more. But to account for Ninjask, I'm mixing up their names, Ninjask's 2 energy cost, we're also running Chikorita Meganium Bayleef in here, and Meganium of course has the ability that makes 1 grass basic energy cost 2 basic grass energies. So we just need 1 energy to power up our Ninjask. Once we get the Meganium in play, it makes it so we don't have to run a bunch of energy acceleration or ways to account for that second energy we need on Ninjask. When our Ninjask is very easy to knock out, but it's very easy to get in play because we also can play the Forest of Vitality. It makes it so we can get Ninjask out very easy, and once we get Ninjask out, we can get Shedinja out. We also have a bunch of recovery cards in here. I'm not 100% sure on the A spec, but Lana's Aid, Super Rod, and then we have Max Rod in here for recovery. We do need to get the Shedinja in the deck, which Super Rod helps with, but also we have a bunch of shuffle draw supporters like Lilies and Iono that puts the cards that are in our hand potentially in our deck or to the bottom of the deck, so we can get Shedinja into the deck that way. It's very fun and not too bad. So let's go over the numbers real quick. We'll get into the games. Of course, like Monkey Dory, if we leave damage on the board, decks that can spread like Dragapult. As you can see, we don't have Psyduck in here either for the ghosts. You know, those are some things you may want to account for if you were to try this yourself. Psyduck, Shaman could be good. Tools to give your guys more HP, but I think honestly just spread decks. Some of the top meta decks we'll probably struggle into, but I think we can squeak out some fun wins in with this deck. So going over the numbers, we have a 2-2-2 Chikorita Bayleef Meganium line. I believe there's only 1 Chikorita and 1 Bayleef. And then obviously this is the Meganium we want. Wild Growth says each basic grass energy attached to all of your Pokemon all of them, so we could even attack with Fez for 2 energies, provides 2 grass energies, and the effect of wild growth doesn't stack. So makes it so we can even retreat for free or attack with Meganium for 2 energies. Then we have, we'll look at Illumise and Volbeat in a second, but we have a 4-4-3 Nincada Ninjask Shedinja line. This guy's got 1 retreat, does 20 for 1 energy. It's the only Nincada there is. It's unfortunate, but it wouldn't make sense for this guy to have a lot of HP since this guy's got 80 and it's an evolution, and then Shedinja's got 60 HP. But you can do some fun things with them. They work very well together. Obviously they were printed like that. But Illumise and Volbeat, if you've never seen these guys, they're also Gen 3 bugs like Ninjask and Shedinja, so pretty fun to use them together. But Volbeat has the attack Quick Sign. It says if you go first, you can use this attack during your first turn, search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon and put them onto your bench, then shuffle your deck. So it gives us a nice setup. And Coordinated Strike for 2 energies, which could be 1 energy once we get Meganium in play. It does 20 damage, and then it says if Illumise is on your bench, this attack does 60 more damage. So we can do 80 damage with this guy, and we can use it to set up as well. 80 damage is almost as much as Ninjask, and this guy can help us to set up. I thought this guy's kind of fun to include. And then the Illumise is a nice slowdown card, kind of like Budu, except it's not Budu. Slowing Perfume. You can use this attack only if you go second, so the opposite of Volbeat's, and only during your first turn. Shuffle one of your opponent's bench Pokemon and all attached cards into their deck. Sounded kind of fun. If we're going to play the Volbeats, might as well use Illumise. I don't know if this is as effective as Budu, probably not, but it's a fun Gen 3 bug Pokemon that's terrible in the video game. And then we have Fez in here because once during your turn, if any of your Pokemon were knocked out during your opponent's last turn, you may draw 3 cards. Doesn't require them to take prizes, just has to get knocked out. So Fez is still a nice draw. Just keep in mind, you know, we actually give up multiple prizes when Fez is knocked out. For the trainers, for ace specs, we have Max Rod, put up to 5 of any combination of basic energies and Pokemon cards from your discard pile into your hands. Gets us our Ninjasks back, our grass energies, our Meganium if it's chased down. You sometimes will want to put this in your hand and then maybe like Iono it or Lillie it back into your deck. I mean, picking it back up, it's better to have it in your hand than your discard pile, but we do have other ways to recover it. Then we have 4 Buddy Poffin, 4 Bug Catching Set, and 3 Ultra Balls. I was trying this without Ultra Balls and I wasn't finding the Meganiums and the Bayleefs. Finding the other guys isn't as difficult. Buddy Poffin and Bug Catching Set account for those. This finds all of our basics except for Fezandipiti. And then this guy finds a combination of grass or grass energies or grass Pokemon. Looking at the top 7 cards of our deck, we get to pick 2 of them. It's kind of perfect because Shedinja is not a grass type, but we don't need it anyways because the Ninjask finds it. So we can find our Ninjasks, our grass energies, our Nincadas, or our Meganium line with the Bug Catching Set, get the basics out with the Buddy Poffin, and then Ultra Balls helps to find specifically the Meganium evolution. Then we have 2 counter catchers for Gus. Maybe Boss would be better. I didn't have room for it at the moment, and honestly I haven't been using Gust a whole lot in the few games I had played, but if we're able to play Gust for the turn and not have to play something like Lana's or Lillie's or Iono because we're having to chain and continue to set up our board pretty much every turn, Counter Catcher I thought would be the best Gust because we can use it and use a supporter. Then we have 1 Vessel to find one of our energies, helps us to find our Psychic Energy, kind of a third Psychic energy, but it also finds us grass. Gives us multiple cards at the same time out of our deck. Then we have the 1 Max Rod, 2 Super Rod, specifically good for Shedinja, but also just putting back anything in combination with Bug Catching Set, it seems pretty decent and gets us multiple things at a time. Like Night Stretcher just puts it in our hand. This guy, we need to get it out of the deck with Ninjask, so we don't want it in our hand, so Super Rod's good for that. 3 Ultra Balls, 3 Forest of Vitality. Each player's grass Pokemon can evolve into grass Pokemon during the turn they play those Pokemon, except during their first turn. So it's great to be able to evolve up our Chikorita all the way Meganium, or just Nincada into Ninjask the turn we put it down, and then we still get the Shedinja out for free. And 3 hits felt fine. I did try Secret Box, and I was considering like Legacy Energy also for the ace spec, but Secret Box obviously was to help find Forest of Vitality, but I haven't had an issue finding it, and you don't really need it like you do in some of the other stage 2 box decks with Meganium. We just need it like once. We don't need it to continue to chain evolutions because we can put Nincada down and evolve at the next turn at some point during the game. Then for the supporters, we have 4 Iono, for Lilies. They felt great and I think are the best supporters. I was thinking of running Kofu, but these guys also both shuffle our hand into our deck. So Kofu, the only advantage of it is if you have Shedinja and Ninjask in your hand and you want to put Ninjask to the bottom and then you want to play, or the other way around, you want to put Shedinja to the bottom, then play Ninjask. Kofu would be good for that, but I think overall Iono and Lilies are just better supporters. And then we have Lana, which puts up to 3 in any combination of Pokemon that don't have a rule box, and basic energy cards from your discard pile into your hand. Just getting back a full Meganium line or a Nincada Ninjask grass energy. Then we have 1 air balloon and 2 brave bangles. The air balloon is for Meganium. It can retreat for free, but I did like it. I had it in here when we had the secret box. Maybe you don't need it, to be honest, now, but that was why it was in here. Then we can retreat and attach and attack. Then we have 2 brave bangles to make our Ninjasks do a little bit more damage. Some like a golden go resists, and then we'd have to hit into it twice before we could Shedinja them. If we put a brave bangle on it, we just have to hit once, then we can Shedinja them. And then we have 5 grass and 2 psychics. 2 psychics, so we just, you know, have access to it and can't hopefully prize both of them. Then we can find the other one. Then 5 grass, because you just need 1 grass at a time, but you also need to find them. We're not playing Arvin, so I wanted to play a decent amount of them. But that's the deck. It's really fun. Hopefully we can show it off all right. Let's hop in the games. All right, here we go. We're hopping into it. Let's see what we run into. I've not hit Gardevoir or Dragapult yet, and those sound difficult. I did hit Charizard. We're also hitting Charizard for weakness, which is nice. But yeah, I was able to win because there's just, you can't just gust around the Shedinja old gamer. They tried to, but even what's his name doesn't one-shot it. If I'm not taking a knockout, Chiyu can knock out Ninjask because it's weak to it, and you know, after we take a knockout, and it can knock out the Shedinja after we knock out something, but after that it's only doing 50, and Shedinja's got a whopping 60, so it didn't seem too bad. And here it is. Awesome. All right, let's see how Gardevoir goes. They're starting Fez, like one of the only things we can't just one-shot. Monkey Dory also would suck. Well, I mean, if we hit into them, we'll get damage on them. They'll move the damage around with Monkey Dory, but we could maybe counter catch or knock out Fez at some point. I think I just want to play this in Lillie. I guess we can play that there too. Yeah. We're not going to be using Volbeat or the other thing because we can't retreat attack. So I think we just do this. Oh, we prized a Nincada. All right. I have not done that yet. That seems a little problematic. We have prized 1 Ninjask also. And a decent amount of recovery. Psychic. I don't think we want to get either of these guys out though. And we'll throw the grass on this guy. I think that's fine. Oh, I could have scratched him. Maybe I should have. I'd rather not. I'd rather not hit into them and leave damage on the board, period, but really is just how many Monkey Dories are they going to get set up? How quick are they going to do it? Also, they have so many single prize attackers. Our walling strategy or not giving up prize strategy probably won't be very effective. But that's what it is. We'll see what we can do. At least if we can execute our strategy and set up, that'd be kind of cool, even if we get smoked. All right, our stadium's getting bumped, but we did get an energy on our dude here. Probably could have just put it on the bench because we have free retreat. Maybe I should have done that. A little safer. And they do have a research in their hand, don't they? Research and Vessel? No, they played the Vessel, right? Nope, must not. Okay. Well, we'll do some thinning. Play this. Get a Shedinja out of the deck. Then I think we play the Bug Catching sets. Alright, Meganium. Then I think we attach this, because then if it's in our discard pile, we can get it back with our recovery cards. That's fine. And I think we're fine to put this down, but it's just like the more we put down, the more they'll be able to spread and knock out. So, I mean, Arven's in play. What the heck? We're just gonna Iono. They have research in their hand anyways. I want to evolve this guy. And Chikorita if we could. I think let's see what we get off this. Okay, that sucks. Well, we go for one more Bug Catching set. Okay. I think we grab both of these. And then we can Ultra Ball away. Grass Buddy Poffin. Or do we Ultra Ball away Lillie? I don't think we do that. Get Bayleef. Yeah, we're setting up. We're doing it. Get a Shedinja. I don't know. This is the plan. And we're gonna hit him with the U-turn. Look at that. Turn 2. Turn 2 got 5 stage 1s out. If we had our stadium, we would have been able to go Meganium. Now they're gonna retreat and move the damage around. But let's see what they attack with. Monkey going down is cool. Screamtail. Iono. Maybe they go after our Bayleef. The big target on his forehead. If we could trap energies, no, it's not like Shedinja's immune to damage, but at the same time, like if we still the strategy of trapping guys with energies on them, I think it'd work. They got 1 energy in the discard. Hey, stop. All right, they knocked out him. We do only 40 to them. This guy can't do enough yet. Yeah, we just need a Meganium. So I think we'll Super Rod. I think that's fine. Yeah, we'll Super Rod back in Nincada Ninjask Grass. Just shuffle the deck because the Meganium's on the bottom right now. Or wait, we could just Artisan instead. But we want an Nincada. Didn't I prize one or something? I think we do just shuffle these back. I'm confused. I don't know if there's one in the deck. I thought there wasn't. So, oh, there was. My bad. Well, a little less high odds here, but hopefully we can find Meganium. And the Bengal actually would make a difference versus Gardevoir. Maybe. So put that on that one, maybe. So we stop drawing into it. Also, sometimes we can't find it, so. And we did whiff. Yeah. Is there anything we can do about this? Anything we can do at all? If I didn't play the grass, we could have put a Psychic on this and attacked. Oh no, we do plenty to knock out their active. My bad. All right, I'm gonna play this, bump their stadium. And we're just gonna end. I'm sure they're just gonna knock out our Ninjask, but again with the grass. But we can Vessel for the second Psychic. And hopefully they don't find their dark energies anytime soon. I think it still made sense to go for the Ninjask, but I guess maybe I shouldn't have attached the grass in hopes that they wouldn't find it. Or hopes that we would find the Psychic. We were already down an Ultra Ball, so. Alright, well, they got a monkey down. Oh no. Oh no. Well, they can't knock out anything yet. You're gonna, yeah, hit that guy. Roaring Scream, Ninjask. Oh, they're gonna hit that. Okay. This guy will hit it for 120. Oof. We just missed out on the knockout. Hey, well, we drew Meganium. We were one card off. And well, Lana. And we'll do that. And we'll do that. And I think we get another Shedinja. Yeah. And I'm sure they're going to hit us with, well, maybe we just hit and run. We'll hit and run. I don't think there's a reason to gust this because we're not going to knock it out. And we have so few gusts. So I think we'll just knock out the active. Promote the damaged one. When they knock it out, we'll promote another Shedinja. Hey, that's good. Maybe we have a chance. Who knows? Maybe they prized 2 more dark energies. Okay, Screamtail. Oof. Alright. Well, they're getting their dark. Then they can knock out Shedinja and set up damage on another one. Huh. Come on. Damn it. Dude, I was hoping they would forfeit. That had to have been a misclick. There's no way they meant to put a second dark on this. Yeah, even if I were to boss up something or counter catcher up something and hope that they can't move it, like, I think they'll have enough damage counters on their board that they'll just be able to knock out everything. Because we have like 60 HP, 80 HP guys. Okay, they're going after Meganium. And they win next turn. So, yeah. I can't KO Monkey Dory. Maybe if I attached a grass to Meganium last turn. They only have 2 energies down there. Also, if I hit into somebody, they can move the damage counters and then retreat them that way. You know, I'm not sure, but I think we do this. And put a Psychic on this. Like, oh no. Then we'll hit into them. This can only accelerate energies to Psychic guys, right? And hope they can't move it. And we're gonna lose anyways pretty soon, so might as well just see what happens here. Hope they can't move it, and then we'll get 2 prizes. Oh, I have to move. I guess, do we? No, we don't knock them out. Because we'll move it. Also, Defiance Band may be better because Defiance Band's son of a bitch. Yeah, they have it. Well, in case you were curious, that's how that goes. I took a second to find another game. Charizard coin. That's a good sign. Hopefully we don't fight Gardevoir again. Yeah, Charizard is really nice because you just hit into it once and then Shedinja can knock it out. Because you're hitting for 180, so that times 2 is or 3 is a lot. All right, start with this guy. Don't really want to put Fez down yet. And show me Charizard. All right, Cerulege, maybe. Fire. 2 prizers coming down. That's good. I think it's Cerulege. They can hit us with Soul Rock, but I don't think they have... Yeah, they're definitely Cerulege. I don't think they have a million of these. A way to access it a million times to keep taking prizes. But they do have Gusts. And they just palpetted that back. I'll have to not put down Fez, maybe. Alright, okay. Well, I think we probably makes sense to Bug Catching Set, but at the same time we have stuff. I really wish we had the stadium. But we can't do anything with it right now anyways, so... I think we'll just play this first. I think we'll play this. I think I'll grass this guy. And... do I just Iono? See if we can find the stadium. We are giving him 1 card. I don't care. Alright, that's pretty good. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good. Shouldn't be hand disrupted. Could have looked at the deck a little bit more, but... So we just need to find Ninjask. Also, Meganium. Or we can attach the grass from our hand. I did run into, it was Golden Ghost Cerulege when I was testing, and it went pretty good. I'm not sure if they knew what was happening, though. Alright, cool. Well, we'll evolve this. We'll play that. We'll play that. We'll... We just evolve one of these. But I do like not evolving it that way and finding it the other way. And we want to have room for 2 Shedinjas, so... Or we can Buddy Poffin out another Nincada. Maybe we do that. Buddy Poffin out another Nincada. Evolve this one. Yeah, this is fine. Then we'll Iono. Meganium Ninjask. There it is. Grab another Shedinja, and let's see what's in the deck. I think we have all of our Ninjask lines. And Meganium, we have enough. Super Rod, 2 Lanas, Max Rod, 2 Counter Catcher, 2 Bangles, 2 more Stadiums, 2 Psychics. Sweet. Oh my god, why did I do that? Dude! Oh, out of fucking habit. Alright, whatever. Alright, sorry guys, that was embarrassing. The retreat button is right by U-turn, and I'm like, in my head, I'm thinking we're gonna retreat, but we're not. We're gonna hit, and then we get to switch. It's fine though. It's just we're kind of set back a little bit. They're not killing our stupid guy anyways. I don't think they can attack this turn. So I think we're fine. And they've got 3 of these benched. They have no Lunatone benched. And they played Pal Pad. I don't think they play 6 gusting cards, so if we always leave Shedinja in the active spot, I guess they can get 1 knockout for get a prize for knocking out with Soul Rock. But damn, dude, we had everything. That was so good. I'm sorry. Yeah, they didn't even have any energies attached, so they can't jet to the active, right? Pretty sure. Dude, we would have been able to knock out Squawk. We even have the Vessel in our hand, man. Damn it. They probably would have retreated. Yeah, they probably would have retreated, sacked to Charcadet, maybe. It's fine. It was a whole part of the plan. We're gonna play Vessel now. Ooh, there's the Bangle. I don't think we want to. I think our hand's great, so I think we just do this. And I don't think we actually want to play anything. Just in case we want to turn guys into other guys, and there it is. Dude, it's right above the retreat button. It's way too close, if you ask me. And I don't want to play this. I noticed I did this in one game. I played a Psychic. Yeah, I played a Psychic on one of these early, or I played a Grass on like 2 of these early. And I may want to turn one of these into a Shedinja. So I think we want to keep one of them open. If they chase Meganium, we still have energies in hand then also. So yeah. And this is fine. And yeah, theoretic, or whatever you want to call it, like, they keep knocking out Shedinjas. If they never kill Ninjasks, we're going to have to evolve, you know, manually one of these times. Which is also why I want them to knock out the guy with the Nincada underneath it. This guy, he's just chilling. And yeah, they're not going to play, it looks like, so cool beans. We're just going to keep having a good time. I think it makes sense to hit and run and not dedicate an energy, but I don't know. We'll see if they are there or if they're passing. Woo! Let's freaking go! That feels good. That feels good, man. The deck works. The opponent's AFK'd. We'll take it. I did do that retreat thing though in a game when I was testing too, and I think I forfeited. But thankfully this time we were fine. In the game that I forfeited, I don't remember who I was playing, what deck we were playing against, but I don't think it would have worked out well. This time is like we weren't even punished. Also, they were AFK, so that helps. All right, we don't mulligan. Get a Chikorita down. And we're up against that stupid Kangaskhan deck, I'm guessing. Huh. Well, let's see what happens. I'm not really sure what we're going to be able to do. I think we don't want to leave bench space open. I think we're going to do 10 damage with Nincada, right? Or Ninjask, because they reduce it by 60. No, we'll do 20. Well, we do that a couple times, and then Shedinja will be able to do enough. Yeah. Okay. We have one counter catcher. We don't really need that. Oh, Brave Bang will be good. We only have the one. Okay. 2 psychics. Okay, all right. And I don't think we need counter catcher. So I think let's get double grass. Attach one to this guy. And we'll be done. So the Bufalot Kangaskhan thing, I played when I was playing Regirock. And I played it one other time. I think I was messing around with the Vileplume deck. Just kidding, it's tanked Terapagos, and I just discarded counter catcher. I was so confident. Maybe they have a monkey in their Kangaskhan deck, though. Psychic energies. Who knows? Well. Put one down there. Iono. We need a lot of things here, but it's possible, I guess. Might as well play that. Get some Shedinjas out of the deck. And we'll retreat into a Shedinja. And that's it. Play the forest next turn and Lilies. See if we can find some stuff. Be cool if we could get Volbeat or Illumise to do something. In almost every game I tested, actually Illumise, or which one is it? I think both of them, you have to start them. So maybe it'd be good not to play them because of that, because we don't have like free retreat. Guys, but I actually started them in a couple games. And yeah, they were good. All right. There's got to be Terapagos coming down, right? Oh, it is Kangaskhan. Oh, is it? I don't know. Who knows? That's fine. Fighting in a dark. All right, and that's not on Monkey Dory. So we're gonna get dead here. Put up this guy. Don't need that. Well, we could play it if we want to guarantee an attack. I think we'll find it. Yeah. Could put Fez down, but I think I would rather not put Fez down. And I think we would rather actually just Ultra Ball. We could Ultra Ball and play Max Rod right now. Play Ultra Ball. I don't know. We're doing this. We can Max Rod for those. Is that worth it? I mean, they're gonna knock out our Shedinja. Then we're gonna max. I think we do max rod actually. So then we can manually evolve into a Shedinja next turn. Let's do that. Sorry. All right. They could retreat, keep the damage counters on this. This is definitely going to be what we're going after later on, though. Bumping the stadium now is fine. Makes our Nincada so tanky. Doesn't make a difference for Fez. It's still knocked out with 1 heads. All right, now they can attack, but they can't get a dark on Monkey Dory. So they could retreat and attack with Kanga, but they can't move damage counters yet. And we'll, oh! Never mind. That's fine with me. I would love to knock out your Monkey Dory. Alright. Evolve into... I guess if we can get a... No. Yeah. We do that. And if we can find an Nincada Ninjask, then we'll get another one. So, let's see if we can do that. Nincada. I think we'll grab that. And... I think we'll play the grass on this guy. And we'll Iono them. Shrink their hand. We get 6 cards now. Better for us this turn than next turn. We'll bump that. And will you turn into Shedinja? Our last Shedinja is at our hand though. So we want to find a Super Rod here. And we'll max, or no, we'll Brave Bangle hit into them. And then, yeah, then they're at 360. They're in range of Shedinja hitting for 240. 120 plus 240 is 360. If we can do that before... I was going to say, before they get another Bouffalons, but Monkey Dory can also screw that up. But as long as we promote the Shedinja that they're going to weaken. Alright. That's okay. If we can find the Meganium pieces, we can set it up again. Or we just manually attach. Iono. I don't think we're going to find all these pieces, but I think we just send this. Yeah. Grab a grass. Put that on him. Play that. And do you want to shrink their hand again? It doesn't really matter. I think we want to Lillie and see more cards. Hopefully don't draw into Shedinja again. Cool. Got the Super Rod also. Does this guy have somebody under him? He does. So I think we just hit, and next turn we can Super Rod, Poffin, Bug Catching Set, and get a lot. And we could still evolve this Nincada and knock them out. It's just I attached the grass early. See if they have a dark. Oh wait, no, we'd be fine. We'll be fine because we can get a Shedinja Oh, let's go. Dude, they're freaking dead. Son of a bitch. All right, they're not dead. Damn, Monkey Dory. It's kind of funny. It's really working what they're doing. They're getting all their prizes. All right, Deluxe Bomb is a problem. I want to promote this one. We can always retreat if we have to. Ooh, we did want that. They may have another penny though. Yeah, I think it makes sense to avoid this because they get a prize when we hit into it. And retreat into this one. And we can do an Lana for the Meganium line. And then Super Rod and Poffin. I don't know, let's do that. Let's do it, I guess. Yeah. And let's see if we can find a Ninjask. Cool beans. And I think I'm going to hit and run into Meganium, because I don't think there's any way they can kill us this turn. No, I just hit and run into a Ninjask. Because they can't KO us. They could penny. They probably freaking have it too. But Monkey Dory only does 60. I don't want to promote. I guess I should have. Maybe I should have. How much damage does the bomb do? 120. Yeah, maybe I should have put a grass on Meganium, because then we could attack with it. Oof. And they win. No. But they basically do. Yeah, if I put a grass on Meganium, I could have at least knocked them out with Meganium here and avoided dying to the bomb. But now that they're taking a prize this turn, that's not an option. We just lose. Just put up this guy. Right? I guess I could take a hit. No, I died at 2 turns of Monkey Dory. And if I put a grass on this, they're definitely going to chase it down. So I'm pretty sure there's no way we can do anything here. Man, King has gotten such a great draw engine, and then Monkey Dory can pretty much do anything at once. It can attack, and it can move the damage counters from their tanky guys, and ruin all of our fun, and it can hold on to this freaking bomb. All right. Well, Monkey Dory ruins everybody's fun and laughs sinisterly. Well. See, let's say it's something different. We're in good variety. Can't complain about that. Plenty of other things to complain about, but... Alright. Maybe we start Illumise or Volbeats here. Alright, they're going first. Let's see. Alright. Excuse me. I'm gonna start this. Hope they don't have a turn 2 attack. Alright, United Wings. Damn it, man. At least this Rule Edge matchup was perfect. No! With Poison? Oh, Poison's horrible. All of our guys, like, die. Well, they're gonna get prizes when they knock us out, because they're, you know... Excuse me, they're all non-EXs. Well... And our Shedinja's not gonna do a whole lot for us. We still want to get the Chikorita down. And we want to thin out some... Actually, I guess Shedinja could knock out this first one. Just kind of Bug Catching Set. Okay, cool. Yeah. I didn't really want to discard anything there. Or Iono. Yeah, this is good. Hit him with Scratch, then we can knock him out next turn with Shedinja for 40. Huge, right? 20 for each damage counter, yeah. My math was, what were we playing against that I was like, no, we're not going to do enough. It was, something else. All right. Well, they're knocking us out. I don't think they need the poison, but... Wait a second. They're not knocking us out. All right. Cool. And we don't even need to attack. We're gonna evolve this guy so we can free retreat. Get a Shedinja down. Let's check out the deck. We have one Nincada prized, one Ninjask, one Shedinja prized, Bengal, Stadiums, Psychics. Okay. And I think we're gonna retreat into this guy. And I'm gonna play a grass on him. And wait, we could die with, well, we can still retreat. Yeah, we're just gonna end. So what's his name? Baby Petron, I'm a little nervous about, but none of these guys can retreat. Double Turbo Energy is not here anymore. They can Reversal Energy. Ah, darn it, they have Research. I still think we pushed up the Shedinja, though. We can KO that guy with Ninjask, which is good. I'm guessing they'll just... Wow, an EX coming down. Oh, that lets him move things. That's fine. We actually got a prize before they did. I don't know if they play monkeys with darks, but if we just keep up taking prizes, I think we can win. All right. We prized the Ninjask, man. Actually, our Illumise could do enough damage. Or whichever one can attack, I can't remember. Well, we'll get this. Volbeat can attack. I guess Chikorita could also attack. But I think instead we'll Do this. Grab. Double grass. Do that. Iono. Okay. We can pivot into the Nincada. Maybe find a Nincada. Poffin. Dang it. Well, at least we could Ultra Ball away that. If they keep doing the poison thing, this guy will get in range of us. It'll take the 20 damage we need to knock it out with U-turn. And if they want to keep poisoning, we can knock them out with Ninjask. The thing is, our counter catcher is never going to be live. We just need to find our recovery cards. We'll have to get like a really good max rod off. Maybe I should have Ultra Balled for a Shedinja. And not even cared about getting out Bayleef yet, maybe? I don't know. It is our only Bayleef, right? Alright. They're not taking a prize. Oh, no, they are taking a prize. Okay. It's like they're not knocking out a guy again. Yeah, no, I think we still want to set up the Bayleef so we can attack for 1 energy later. Okay, I can Ultra Ball for... Ultra Ball these. For Ninjask, and we get Shedinja. Then we can attach a second grass. Then we can Iono. We want to find a Lana. Max Rod, maybe. Bug Catching Set, Ultra Ball. I don't think we want to play any of those. Still have an Nincada prized, right? So, we can get that. Lana, let's go. That's great. If they go last mon Petrunt, if they get an attachment, oh, that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna just get an extra dark and play one of these turns on Petrunt, and then I won't be able to knock it out. Unless I intentionally go behind. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should check the deck to see if counter catcher's in there. Our second one. Don't take a prize one of these turns. And then, but I can't one-shot Petrunt. Maybe we should have Ursaluna in here. Oh, that could be really good. Well, we'll see. Maybe they run out of recovery cards. Maybe they don't attach 2 darks to Petrunt. Nope, they're getting dark on it right now, aren't they? No. All right, cool. I guess we can't knock out him either. We can't trap them either. That's not cool, man. Yeah, I don't think there's nothing. Maybe I should have, if I got an energy on Meganium, we could have lined up a 160 attack in case they did this, but I think this guy could have always taken a hit too. So yeah, I'm pretty sure we just lose because I can't take a knockout. And then they're gonna get a knockout. This guy's weak to fighting, not grass. So yeah, I think just make this one a little faster. Well, I think we'll call it there for time's sake. Running into other single prize decks, not great because, you know, we can't one-shot them, and then obviously they keep up with the prize exchange because they're not going to start with single prizers. Our Shedinjas are not taking up, preventing them from taking prizes. Maybe Ursa Luna would be good, so then we can have a win condition and put it down at the end of the game and, you know, one-shot a Fez or something. Surprisingly though, the deck still worked pretty good. Like, it functioned, it did the plan, it spammed Shedinjas, spammed Ninjas. We set up Meganium enough. Illumise and Volbeat did not come out at all. But that whole strategy works. It's just if there's some other things you could add to account for, you know, all of the things that could happen to cause the strategy to not work exactly perfectly, you know, then maybe this deck would be, you know, a little bit better. But it's still fun at the end of the day. If you're interested in trying it out, there'll be a deck list in the description to copy and paste. I do like Max Rod. I think that is pretty good. Thanks for hanging out though. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day, good weekend, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.